Hello everybody, Joe Clone here, back again with another LEGO Marvel custom build review video. And it's been a long time since I've done a LEGO Marvel custom build review video. It's been a long time since I've attempted a Marvel custom build at all. And in front of us here we have the Black Panther one movie, Rhino Face Off by the Mindset, and I have taken the Rhino from this set and I have done a custom build for another Marvel character, a Marvel villain, specifically a Marvel Spider-Man villain. Are you connecting the dots yet? Without further ado, here is what I have done. Boom. I have made a LEGO Marvel Rhino Mech suit. Using the Rhino from the Rhino Face Off by the Mind Black Panther LEGO set. And that's what we're going to be reviewing today. So let's get into it. And what really inspired me to just take the Rhino from this set and turn it into a Rhino the villain suit was mainly because if you look at it, and I really just have Joe Clone here just for scale to just see how tall, and he's pretty big. It's a pretty big mech suit. It's a pretty big mech. But if you look at these stickered pieces here, it's all like tubing and like armor pieces, and even at the face it's like armor. It really, I always thought the Rhino just looked lifeless and sort of like a robot or a suit anyway. And I was just like, you know what, in the second Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, at the very end, he fights the Rhino, and the Rhino from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's universe wears a mech suit, not like the Rhino from the comics, but he wears a mech suit. So I connected the dots, and I was like, I could take this, take the idea of the mech suit from that movie and combine them in Lego form, and boom, we have this right here. And the stickers just make it so much more perfect. Like, they literally work with it that much more in what it is. And this was actually a really, like, cool, like, and fun challenge for me, because it's really just taking the Rhino from this set and just sort of just carving and hollowing him out, so he could be a suit, and so that he could have two modes of how he moves, obviously as you see him right now, and walking on all four legs as a Rhino, as we see him. He does that charge on four legs in the movie. So I had to just, it was just a cool and fun challenge to do, and essentially it's still the same Rhino. It's just turned into a mech suit. So I just think it's so cool. And just to begin to get into the build, I just wanted to explain that, just because it was a really fun and cool challenge and just idea, and I'm glad it turned out great. But I just used basic detailing here just to give him armor. I'm glad they put studs on these molded Rhino legs, because it allowed me to put armor on it, and it just makes it look that much better, starting from the toes here, going all the way up. The stickers are just so great. And then we get to here, we have another stickered piece right here. This is just studded in, it doesn't move, but it's sort of just starting the capsule of where the Rhino, I don't have a Rhino minifigure, so that's really just a random guy, but it's just the capsule where the driver for the Rhino mech goes. This is the beginning of it right here, and the stickers, again, just work so good. And right here, this is just using the pieces for the sides of the Rhino on the set and just making them the sides of the mech suit for the capsule here. It's the same on both sides. Then we get up top here. I just have these nice little machine guns. I didn't want to. He has a lot of weapons in the movie. I didn't want to give him that. I wanted to sort of blend the movie and the comics, so I gave him some weapons and guns and missiles, as you'll see in a bit. But not that many. I really see him more relying on the brute strength of the suit. But the guns, again, on both sides. Then we have the windscreen here. This is actually from that little vehicle from the Namor's throne room set that Sherry's driving around in. This is just one of those cockpit pieces, and it's a fantastic piece, and it works so good for me right here and helps cover up a lot of the middle, as you could see right there, like a really good amount. This piece is also from the set, fantastic. Then we get up to the head, obviously here. This is where this whole top piece is hinged on. Then we have the sides hinged. Oh yes, in individual hinges as well. I really took inspiration from like the Hulkbuster mech builds that I have. And the head is obviously the same head from the set because it looks like a suit and it just looks so good. I wish you could go a little more down, but I'm alright with it because, again, the head necessarily is really only for when he's in charging mode or walking on 4 legs because obviously he could see right here. So I'm all good with it. Then we get to the arms. It was the most challenging part for me because I wanted to use the Rhino, the other 2 Rhino legs for the arms, obviously, and I'm from like the 2000s like building style of Lego, so I was just struggling trying to figure out a way. So this is the best I've done right now, and this is probably where I'll improve the most in the future because literally I'm in love with this whole part. The arms are the only part where I could do better, but I'm very happy with them how they are right now, like very happy. But they're really just... Sorry about that. I just wanted to get 2 hands on it so I didn't jolt the entire thing and break it. But as you can see, it's just the Technic pin from the molded piece into a 1x2 Technic brick and on a ball joint sort of hinge right there. And that's really all of what the arms are, and I needed to do it that way because I needed the arms to be functional for when he's standing on 2 legs and using the arms walking on all 4 legs. So that is why I built them like that. And then we have just more of that armor from the set, perfect, just on the sides there. I added a lot of these translucent 1x2s from the set as well, just because it's a suit, so I wanted some like lights on it. I just see it as like power gauntlets or something, powering the gauntlets. And then the hands, I really wanted to make them look like the ones from the movie, and I think I did a really good job. I really just like how they look, because they look like hooves and fists at the same time. And I really love how they look so much like the hands on the suit from the movie. So cool. And obviously they could move because they need to go flat like this for, again, when he's in his other mode, which you will see very soon. But then finally moving to the back, I just needed to bulk up the back because he needs some heft to him, because this thing is basically like a juggernaut, sort of like he's a heavy hitter, like he's got to charge and break things. So that's why I really just used a lot of just brick from, again, just the set itself, and just sloped it off on the top here. I just put this here just to look like some more machinery, and I think it looks good. Some vents on the back, some slopes right there, and on the sides. Then I gave him one big missile in the back, just to give him another weapon, and I just love it. He could shoot it when he's standing and when he's walking on 4 legs. and just the bottom down there, angled it off, and I think it just looks really good all the way around. Like I really love how it turned out. It's just so cool looking, and I can't believe there's a guy in there. And before we go into the different modes, let me show you how I get a figure out and in the suit. Okay, so to get the figure in and out of the suit, you just lift the head up like this, and then obviously where I showed you all of that before, it's sort of on this like double clip. I love doing that in custom builds. I do it so much. Um, and then we just lift this up, obviously, and then like like an actual Lego Marvel mech build, these sort of go out, and then we take the figure off, and as you can see, this is sort of, I guess, the interior. And the only details I could squeeze in were really just putting these there to make it look like sort of like the arms to operate this, like the arms of the suit. And then there's just translucence there again, just to look like more machinery and stuff. And that's basically it. And then to put the figure back in, we would just put him right there, and he actually, like, it's this weird thing, like it like clamps the figure in like perfectly, like he's tight in there, like nice. And as you can see, like the arms right there, that's like what I was aiming for. And then this just comes down nicely snug, and as you could see, he's in there and we could see him. It just looks so cool. I'm just so happy with how that turned out. We could put the head down, obviously. But now that the figure is back in the suit, I've been talking about it the whole video. Let me show you him in the 4-leg charging mode. And as you can see, finally, there it is in charging or trampling mode. And that's why I really had to build the arms the way I had to build them, so I could have the suit be like this. And I think it looks great like this as well. And you could see, you could pose him. He honestly, like, that's why it's funny, because it's really just like a normal Rhino again. So cool, like the figure's still in there too, like that's why it's just so awesome, and I'm just so happy with how this turned out. And it's a little loose, obviously, but for mocks, I could make this guy stay still for mocks and make him look so good. Yeah, that's really just him in charging mode, and then to put him back, we would really just use the ratchet joints as they are meant to be used. And there we go. It's a process, but he looks good and he's functional, and I love it. It's just such a cool build. But oh, I think I lost a piece over there and some battle damage. I didn't even notice that until now, but it's an easy fix. But let's go to a final lineup, I guess. Let's see. Sort of just a little mock display for you. Sort of like the Rhino, like charging and punching a deviant at the same time. I think it looks so cool. And that's really why I love this build. I can't wait to test it for different mocks and different displays and stuff. Looks so good. And I'm going to try and get the official Rhino minifigure so I could put him in the suit, because this poor guy is going to catch a beating from a superhero someday. And he's just a random citizen. But yeah, just thought I'd put him in this little display for you. But now we will really go to a final lineup. He just looks so menacing and cool. So awesome. And I had him on the 2 minifigure stands before, but he actually could stand by himself. as you could see. But that's really it, guys. And this is, again, just really a fun and just cool challenge and idea, and I'm glad it turned out fantastic. And again, I'm really gonna try to get the official Lego Rhino minifigure so I could put him in here, because it's literally a perfect Lego Marvel Rhino mech suit, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. Just get it's really just the stickers, they just work so good for a suit. It's really just what my inspiration was to do it, and I'm so glad, like, the two modes, it's so he looks good, like it just looks cool. Like, Lego should do this as an actual set one day. If they're not gonna do a Rhino Big Fig and go mech route, as they've done once before in an official Lego set with the Rhino, then do it like this. That's what I think, right? But as you know, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe, and I thank you for joining me on the journey. That's a review. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.